What's happening with it, y'all? It's your boy, Neighborhood Nip. Big shout out to my homeboy, DJ Delz. No question, Neighborhood Nip.
I'm an addict for sneakers.
Before we get into this video, make sure to subscribe if you're new and bang that thumbs up button for this ultimate vid. We got the Air Jordan 1999 Bred 4s. This is the box. Show you the top of the box real quick. Now let's get to the Air Jordan 2019 Retro that will be releasing very soon. Here's a look at the actual shoe right here. And now let's get into the Air Jordan 1999 Bred 4s. These are roasted, super old, literally decomposing in the box. You know, it's like a sneaker artifact. You gotta appreciate these things. Now let's get up close, take a look at both shoes. And keep in mind, you're going to see differences in the colors. These are a lot older. It could be because it's fading. You can see clearly the cut of the nubuck is different, but they feel kind of similar. The eyelets also different shades, but they could be because of aging also. So it's hard to really judge because it's an old shoe. But I think, though, the new version is a little light in general. I'm pretty sure it's just a drop lighter. You have that traditional OG tag, that Nike tag in that plastic, which I really dig how they did that. And I will definitely compare both of them as far as the size, because are they the same size? It's just something interesting to check out. As you can see right there, the old version is smaller than the new version. It's just a little bit smaller. So that's something interesting. I mean, is it a big deal? No, but as people that are sneakerheads, sneaker enthusiasts, it's fun to just check these things out. Definitely. I like it. I hope you do too. You see you got your harness right there going up to your eyelets with your mesh, that rubber mesh. And then there's a look at the new version right now. Little bit of glue on the harness. The quality control on these is not very good. I gotta say, I've looked at about 4 or 5 pairs and there's a lot of things that are just off. Look at that midsole on this old pair, man. Oh my goodness. Looks terrible. The shoe's literally just decomposing. Wear your sneakers. But it's cool to have this in the collection. I love it. There's a look at the outsoles. You can see some bleeding going on toward the back heel on the white area. And it used to not be like that on this pair. It just ended up happening. And there's a look at the new 2019. Looking at the guard now in the back. And the colors are definitely different shades on the Nike Air. Once again, I'm going to remind you, you got to keep in mind that it could be because of the actual aging. Now, one thing for sure, they made an oopsie because this Nike is off. It is hanging to the left a little bit. What is up with that? Like, what happened, Nike and Jordan? Look at that. Look at that swoosh. Look at that swoosh. I mean, it's just so strange how they release such an iconic shoe and they can't even get it right. $200. They charging us $200, guys, for this. And they can't even get the Nike Air centered properly. I mean, is that not crazy or is that not crazy? Or am I going crazy? Am I making a big deal out of this or no, this is a big deal? Let me know. Please let me know. I want to know. You don't have to agree with me. Maybe I'm overdoing it right now. But I think it's a little ridiculous, especially when the price is $200. Looking at the medial side of the new pair, check it out. And then there's a look at the old pair. And you can really see the way the cut is, how it's like a different kind of way they put it together versus on the new pair. Now, bird's eye view looking at the toes. Once again, you can see how the cut is right there by the toe. It's like, it sticks out like a sore thumb. You have your mesh. You have your flat laces, you have your flight tags up on the tongue. On the left-hand side, it's the new version. It looks like Jordan gained weight, right? Versus the old one, Michael Jordan looks a little thinner on the right-hand side. Which makes sense. As you get old, sometimes you put on a couple of pounds, right? We all do. Most of us do. Looking at the back, check it out. Beat, man. It's just wearing out. Look at that, man. And then there's that fresh pair. Love it. And then on the insole, you see you got your Nike branding. And taking a look at the newer version up top, same thing. You got your Nike branding right there. I'm going to give you a detailed look now of the new version. Before we do so, just wanted to let you know quickly about my Patreon podcast. If you love podcasts, if you love my YouTube channel, you're really going to love my podcast. Give it a shot. That will be linked in the description box. Now, let's get into a detailed review on these new 2019s. I got to say, first thought, man, they look great. I feel like by the eyelets, that light gray, it seems a little lighter than usual. I may be wrong. Until I do the comparison, I may be wrong, but that's one thing that's standing out to me a lot. I feel like it's supposed to be a little bit darker, and we'll get close up in just a second, but that's just something that's just screaming at me right now. Like, it just seems like it's a little light, a little bit on the light side. Let's get up close. You've got your nubuck, and I would say that the quality is pretty decent. It's not amazing. And you see right there how on the eyelids, it's like, it seems a little light. I may be wrong though. Until I have a pair side by side, I can't be 100, but I'm about 90% sure it's a little lighter. You got your rubber mesh on the side. You got your other eyelet that's extended out right there, which I love. Looks dope. Looking at the midsole, you have your air unit, and taking a look at the rest of it. A little bit of glue right above the midsole on the nubuck, I'm noticing. There's a quick look at the tag, just for people that want to see it close up and personal. Check it out. There's a look at the outsole with your Nike branding on the bottom. I love seeing that. I mean, it just makes me happy when I see that Nike branding on a pair of Jordan Retros. Love it. Bong looking at the back close up. Check it out. I just feel like the Nike Air fills up the back perfectly. Versus when you have the Jumpman like they did in the past with Retros, it doesn't really fill up the whole back properly. I mean, when it first released, this is how it released with the Nike Air on the back. So I feel like that's how it should continue to release. I understand Jordan Brand wanted to really push that Jumpman logo, but with the Nike Air, it just looks way, way better in my opinion. Let me know if you think it's all hype. It doesn't matter either, or some may like the Jumpman better, but I personally like the Nike Air better. That's me. Let me know how you feel about that. Looking at the medial side, as far as the fit to Air Jordan 4s, I like to go true to size. I have gone down half a size on Jordan 4s and I've been okay. My foot shape is pretty average. It's not super narrow and it's definitely not wide either. If you have like a cinder block foot, as I like to say, you know, a dinosaur foot, something real wide and crazy looking. I'm just messing with y'all, by the way. Don't take offense to it, just jokes. But I mean, you know, if you have like a seriously wide foot, maybe you gotta go up half a size. But if you just have a little bit of a wide foot, I really think staying true to size is the move. Jordan 4s, they just don't look right when they crease, in my opinion. With Jordan 3s, it gives it a little character. Jordan 1s, the same, gives it character. But I don't like Jordan 4s once they start folding like a slice of pizza. I don't like how they look, and I don't think it's a good look at all. So, you know, to avoid creasing, make sure they fit exactly to your feet. You don't want them fitting long, because then it's going to fold up and that sucks. And no one wants a bad look when it comes to your sneaker game. So make sure they fit exactly to your feet. And there are Jordan 4s that are out that are sitting on the bench right now, as I like to say. They're sitting on the shelves. You can try them on, like that crimson one. Go to the store, try a pair on, so you know the fit if you're not familiar with the fit of Air Jordan 4s. I mean, it's a $200 pair of shoes. It is worth going out of your way to actually sit down and, you know, try on a pair, do some investigating to make sure that your shoe that you're spending $200 for is proper as far as the fit to it. Also, with the paint, some of you guys are going to buy them, some of you ladies are going to buy them, and you may not break them out for a year or two. You may wait, because everyone and their mother is going to be wearing them at first. Even the babies, everyone's going to be wearing them at first. A lot of people like myself like to, you know, put them in the sneaker room, put them in the closet, let them marinate and break them out a year or so when it's not so flooded out there as far as everyone wearing the same damn sneaker. Make sure if you do that, you try on the shoe at home, wear it in the house for about 20 minutes so it stays crispy. And the reason why I recommend you doing that before putting it in the box and letting it marinate is because you want the paint to feel some pressure before it's sitting for that long. You got to keep in mind, they make the shoe, they put it in the box, and that's it. It's sitting in a warehouse usually for at least 6 months, because they make the shoes about 6 months or so in advance. So if this shoe has never felt any kind of pressure, if you never apply any pressure to that midsole and that paint, and it's sitting for another year, maybe even 2 years, you're risking that paint that's never felt pressure for that long to crack, and it will crack very easily. By my tip of you just trying it on when you first get it, wear it around the house, as I said, for about 20 minutes, that is going to apply that pressure so that the paint is used to pressure, and then let it sit. Don't have that damn sneaker feel that pressure a year or 2 years from now. It's going to end up cracking on you quicker, way quicker. So that is a major tip right there, like for real. I wish someone put me onto that years and years ago when I was buying J's, because I would have had a lot of pairs that didn't have that paint cracking on me, and that shit just pains the heart, right? I mean, it hurts. Damn what hurts. By the way, if you love these kind of conversations, I have a podcast at patreon.com/DJ Delz. Check it out. We're at 56 episodes with Q&A and giveaways. It's so much fun. We talk about so much. Definitely check that out. That will be linked in the description box below, or go over to patreon.com/DJ Delz. If you love my YouTube, you're going to love the podcast even more. I guarantee it. Try it for a month. Bird's eye view on the toe, check it out. Going to your tongue with that rubber mesh. You've got your flat laces right there, going up to your Flight logo up top. So classic. Air Jordan branding upside down behind the tongue, and then Nike Air branding on the footbed. Here's a look at another pair. I just wanted to show you guys the paint, the glue on the midsole of these, because I've looked at 4 pairs in this stock room, and they all have the issue of glue somewhere on it, like right here. There's glue toward the back, and that sucks. So make sure you look at your pairs before walking out of your store so you get your pair proper. And there you go with a close-up HD look at these shoes. Let me know what you think of them, hot or not. I had a few people requesting for me to do a comparison video with the new 2019 snakeskin lows, the 11s that I did a review on the other day, with the OG pair. I will be delivering that video to you very shortly. So make sure you're subscribed. As I said, make sure the notifications on, all that good stuff. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Don't forget the Patreon, the t-shirts, all that will be linked in the description box. In the morning of the release, I will list everywhere you can find these over at thesneakeraddict.com for your convenience. Once again, much love out there. Thanks for tuning in. We out.